Hi and welcome to the Dungeons and Dragons Online video. This is Brandon, and I'm with MMO Crush. We're going to start by creating a character here. This game is basically based off the game that started the whole RPG craze way back when. Here's the first setup here. You basically choose your archetype, whether you want a specialist, which obviously is your rogue, ranger, like those type of classes. Spell is cleric, mage, that type of stuff, and melee are your tanks, and basically just your tanks for the most part. Okay, what we're gonna do is I'll show you all the different classes that you can be. Fighters or melees can be fighters, barbarians, and paladins. If you look over here, it says solo ability, so you can do soloing with all these pretty good, and then paladin is one of the best. Spell classes, looking at challenging, all of them except for cleric are challenging. Cleric is just like paladin in that it can heal itself, so it's really easy to play. Then specialist, you can be bard, rogue, and ranger. Rogues are able to open up stuff. Iconic, if you wanted to start a character basically very high level right off the bat, if you're a VIP, then you're able to do that. It looks like you can do it here, but you can't. It'll tell me I have to purchase it. Okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make a rogue to show you guys what they're all about when you start out. I'm gonna go assassin type. I want to be someone who is actually going to be sneaking up on people. I want to make a tiny guy, so I'm going to go halfling. We'll go back so you can see them all. Elf, obviously is an elf. Human. Dwarves are the little guys. Warforged are giant. I don't even know. They look like wood and like stone. I don't know. Half elf is human elf mix. It's a dark elf for the most part, and half orc, obviously. Half human, half orc. Alright, like I said, we're going to go halfling here. Going to randomize it up. Not a ton of customization on here, but this game bolsters the best dungeons of any game out there, for sure. 100% on that. You won't find a game that does dungeons better than Dungeons and Dragons. Trust me. And what we're going to do... We'll just name them. I wonder if it'll let me go in here. Yep. Alright, here we go. Gonna go in as Toxic, and this is where we're gonna come into the game, and it's gonna start the tutorial. Now I'm gonna run through the tutorial dungeon. It basically gives you all the features and everything. It doesn't have like a puzzle or anything. Sometimes there's puzzles in them, sometimes there's traps. I mean, I can show you the first dungeon outside of the tutorial also, and that way you'll see a trap and everything. But as far as puzzles, you just have to do those on your own. I don't want to give away anything. Ruins the spontaneity of it. You'll just know how to do it if you watch me do it. So if you want to play this, I don't want to be a spoiler or anything. Waiting for this to load up as we get in. You'll start out and you'll talk to this rogue who basically tells you, yes, I robbed all of your friends who wrecked on the ship that you wrecked on. You're lucky you woke up, or you were next. It's basically what he tells you, and then he says he'll sell you a weapon. Because, I mean, basically he stole it from somebody. But, here we are. Talk to this guy real quick. Like I said, oh look, I misplaced all of them. And he's like, oh, well, I'll give you something. Because he stole it. He's an a-hole. Okay. Here we are. What you gotta do is you gotta break open these boxes. Any boxes that you see, you can break open. And then you gotta talk to them. Take the rapier. Drop that in there. This is very much like an action RPG in the fact that this is how you aim for the most part. You kind of turn to aim. You can just rip apart all these barrels and boxes and stuff. Some of them have money in them, some of them don't. I'm not really too worried about it. Do I gotta talk to him again? Oh yeah, he wants to say something else. Okay. He's gonna tell us to follow him. Huh. Quite a bit of stuff here. I'll pick up these potions, even though you can't die in the tutorial dungeon. You get a spell cast on you, doesn't allow you to die. So you don't really have to worry so much on this one. It's just kind of showing you everything that you can do. And here we go. Gonna walk into it, and here's where I'll show you this. Here's different picks that you can do, obviously. You can go into an elite dungeon, a hard dungeon, a normal dungeon, or a solo dungeon. And you can have a public group, or you can have a private group, depending on what you wanted to do. Bravery bonuses, like you can't get one. I mean, obviously. Because it's just a tutorial, and obviously everyone would do it all the way up once they figure out you can't die in this. So, yeah, obviously you can't do that. We're going to meet this cleric in here. Yeah, here we go. As soon as this loads up here. Like I said, best dungeon game ever, I think. I mean, obviously the game has dungeon in its name, so they basically know what they're doing. And she's going to hit us with that. Alright. Okay. There you go. Start out with that. But yeah, this game can't be matched by any game. It's dungeons. I mean, this has so many different things that you have to look through. I mean, why are you... What was that all about? Okay. That's never happened before. I wouldn't look at that as being something bad. I think I was holding the right mouse button, and it kept wanting to look instead of climb, maybe. Alright, I'm going to sneak into this guy. And boom! Take a look at that. He's gone. Open this. Right, I'm trying to click it. There we go. Now she'll be able to run through with us. She'll have some friends also. Alright. Gonna run through this part. And it's basically a full group. You don't have these people with you on any other dungeons. I mean, you might in some dungeons, but you basically don't have anybody unless you have a group. This is just for tutorial purposes. Like if you weren't a rogue, this guy would open the different locks and everything, but you can do it. What does she want me to do? Oh, there's the lever. And nothing's here, it looks like. Still gonna go ahead and sneak, because stuff does pop down here. Uh-oh. This is a game that'll really pull you in. You can obviously just make a high level character if you subscribe to it. Game is really fun. Turbine develops it now. Has it out there. They're the gaming company who's marketing it and everything now, and I mean they are awesome. They do well with Lord of the Rings, and they also have done well with this. And there's a couple skills that you can do. You can be in different stances, like this, defensive fighting, and bluff. Wonder what that does. Bluff certain people. Oh, yeah. And what's this one? Diplomacy allows you to negotiate. Alright, that's like a de-aggro type thing. I'm gonna go invis here. Just rip apart this guy. Trip him up a little bit. Alright. As you can see, you're gonna run. Alright, and now I think that's the end of that. Alright, you'll see this. Right down here. There we go. Now we gotta swim. We gotta grab this key. Your breath is right behind this thing right there. So yeah, you can't be underwater forever. Alright. They speak everything that they put in text, which is nice, because then you aren't reading forever. Here's rest pedestals. If you're not a healing class, this rests you up and heals you up and everything like that. This guy, this other rogue, like the NPC rogue, is half annoying. There it is. Now I can go up here with him, and we will run through. Oh, look at that. Now, what I'm going to do is, since I'm a rogue, I search out this, and I also have the open lock type thing. And now I can open this control panel and break it so that the trap's no longer there. And yeah, go through like that. Now, if you're not a rogue, you can train it to be able to use that. But you want to stay in your tree. Like, you want to be powerful enough, but it is a good idea to probably train that. I mean, otherwise it'd be real bad. I'm going to invis up, because I know that we go in here and start fighting this priestess name. The UI, like you can see here, you get rank 1, level 1. It used to just be rank when this game first started. And now, obviously, it has levels on it, because I'm sure that annoyed some people. And we're going to get this guy. All different things that you gotta look at, like you have saves, misses. Save is basically a resist. Okay. And here we go. The save is a resist or a like dodge type. Alright. And that secret passage you'll be able to find. I'll show you how to do that. And you get all that stuff, which is pretty nice. Get a new chest. Get to equip it. It binds on equip. That's why it's got to be equipped like that. All right. Now I look different. I don't look like a weirdo. Like a peasant, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Again, you just hit that to search for it. You can always see in your map because you can see the other part of the map. Alright. We're gonna... Oh yeah, I gotta talk to this girl real quick. She gives me a reward. What I'm gonna do, get another RPA. And I think I can dual wield. Yeah. Dual wielding already. Pretty sweet. Alright. Now obviously everyone wants to dual wield all the time. Just looks much more badass than anything else. What we're gonna do now is I'm going to take you in this next dungeon. Well, I'm going to show you some of the different quests, some of the skill, like the skill tree and everything like that you can go through. As soon as this loads up here. Okay. As soon as this loads up, now you go into Korthos Village. This is where everything's at. Alright, I'm not 100% sure why it's taking so long to load. Alright, there we go. And now we just go up to this guy. He's going to tell us, how to bind your character. I'll go look for the spirit binder, which he's down in that area. We're going to talk to this person. They tell us to go into that dungeon right there. But first we're going to go to the rogue trainer. And here's what it looks like with the trees. Very Diablo 2-esque, right? Pretty awesome. Now you got 3 different things. You can be a mechanic rogue, which obviously is going to be what allows you to pick locks and everything like that. You can be a thief acrobat, which makes you jump around real big, and then this is basically the one that I picked at the beginning, which is the assassin rogue. Darkblade is what it was called. Knife in the darkness, you gain proficiency with Kukris. You can also use your dexterity modifier to hit with daggers and Kukris. We're just going to pick that. There we go. Now we're going to go into this. And again, it'll give you all this. You can pick casual, which is super easy. Normal. And then you can't do these yet. Not of proper level. And then, not eligible for these. You gotta choose hard or higher. Okay? And that's an elite bravery bonus. Alright, and here's the family crypt. Now, right off the bat, I'll show you what it's like. I just don't want you to think that you always have that rogue or that cleric and everything with you. You do not. And you lose, after that tutorial dungeon, you lose your your buff that doesn't allow you to die. So you're going to talk to this guy. He's going to open one of these gates here. And what you do here, as you can see right here, you can see the other side of the wall. So what you're going to do, you're going to search, and then you just open it. Again, just keep an eye up on that map if you get stuck anywhere. And we're going to run through. And here's the trap. Now you'll see, boom, it sprays out. You can hear it click. There it is. And you can turn it off, obviously. You just gotta search for it. You can take it out. You don't even really need to take that out, though. I mean, it's... and I've been able to do it. It's not like that thing even hits that hard, but it is good to do when you first... and when you start getting into the higher stuff. Because that stuff will hurt you really bad. It's just this is the first dungeon, obviously, so it's not going to hurt that bad. But yeah, I opened the gate through that lever. That is the first trap that you'll see. You just keep getting chests as you complete. You get experience as you complete quests, or as you complete dungeons. You don't get it through killing anything. You don't get experience from any kills or anything like that. But yeah, that is Dungeons & Dragons gameplay video there. I hope this was helpful. This is MMO Crush. My name's Brandon. You have a good day.